What's up, guys? All things MTG here. Today I have a modern deck tech. If you saw my Twitter post, you'd see that I was in the process of getting ready to make it. This deck is mono white, obviously. It's a deck you might be familiar with, called Soul Sisters. And let's jump into the deck tech. We have 4 Soul Warden, 1 white, 1/1. When another creature enters the battlefield, gain 1 life. This card lets us she gains this life, while her sister, Soul's Attendant, who's a little worse, gains this life as well. And those two, plus their cousin, Suture Priest, they make cards like Ajani's Pridemate, beaters. They make Serra's Ascendant a beater. They beat face with Honor of the Pure. It's a real fun, real cheap deck I made. Thought it'd be fun. The base is we have 4 Soul Warden, gain a life when a creature enters the battlefield. 4 Serra Ascendant, so 1/1 lifelinker, who if you have 30 or more life, he becomes a 6/6 flying lifelinker, which is amazing, especially if we manage to get all 4 of these on the field at once. It's GG, because you're literally hitting for 6, 12, 24 damage, plus whatever they've been whittled down with cards like Suture Priest, or just attacking with your other small dudes. And then Soul's Attendant, when another creature enters the battlefield, you may gain life. It's like Soul Warden, but worse. We have 4 Path to Exile, one of the best removal spells in white in modern, is, in my opinion. We run 4 main board to get rid of cards like Tarmogoyf, Kiki Jiki, problem cards, Worm Coil, of course, and there's a few matchups this deck is kind of bad against, like Tron, specifically red-green, can be a little difficult. And I've had some trouble with Scape Shift. The others have been semi-easy. We have 3 Martyr of Sands. It's all 1/1 for 1 white, for 1 colorless, reveal X white cards in your hand, sacrifice Martyr Sands, and you gain 3 times X life. Now this card, in the perfect hand with, say, two planes, a Martyr, Serra's Ascendant, Path, Wardens, and Honor of the Pure. You play Ascendant turn 1, turn 2 you play and crack Martyr, and you can swing with a 6/6 on turn 2. And yes, Martyr in Serra's Ascendant is pretty powerful. We have 4 Honor of the Pure for 2 mana, 1 white and 1 colorless. White creatures you control get +1/+1. This acts as an anthem effect, making all you guys bigger to survive. Makes your 6/6 beaters 7/7s. You know, lets you guys survive, lets them beat face much faster. We have 3 Suture Priest. For a white and colorless, you get a 1/1 with whenever another creature enters the battlefield that you control, you may gain 1 life. And here's the different part that makes it good against the mirror. When a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you may have that player lose 1 life. Like their spectral procession, you're gaining life from attendants and wardens. Plus, they're losing life from if they play processions, which is why I like it. I'm testing the 3 Suture Priests and a faithmender in the place of Squadron Hawks. We have 4 spectral procession. For either 3 white or 6 colorless, you may put 3 1/1 white spirit tokens with flying onto the battlefield. This is good because with Honor of the Pure, these become 2/2 beaters, and you can gain a lot of life from this. Then we have 3 Ranger of Eos, and they're 3 colorless, 1 white for a 3/2. When he comes into play, search your library for a creature. For up to 2 creature cards with converted mana cost 1 or less, reveal them and put them into your hand, and then shuffle your library. This lets you search for martyr, ascendants, wardens, and attendants, pretty much most of your deck in any situation you need them in, which makes them pretty good. And then we have rhox faithmender for rounding out our curve at 4. For white and 3 colors, we have a 1/5 life-linking Rhino Monk, who says, if you would gain life, you gain twice that much instead. Yes, I like him a lot, actually, and I've been pretty successful with testing him so far. And then, finally, our lands, we have 4 windbrisk heights, the white hideaway land. Pay white and tap it. You might play the exiled card. After you exile the top 4 when he comes into play, you might play the exiled card if you attack with 3 or more creatures this turn, which is easy to get online if you use processions, or if you just have any of the other creatures out that swing for 3 with 3. And then 17 planes. Now the sideboard of the deck I don't have 100% built yet because I just haven't acquired the cards for it, but it would look something like 3 stony silence, 2 suppression field, 2 sundering growth, 1 Elspeth knight errant, and 2 ghost quarter. Okay, 3. And then we'd also want 1 more faithmender in the side. Plus 2 growth is 10. And then whatever else in the side that you look for, which would be, hold up, I have it written down somewhere, let me grab it. I have it wrote down somewhere, let me find out where it is for you. And usually you'd want to side out different things for different matchups. One of your best matchups is tends to be Burn with this deck. Burn and red deck wins. Delver, this deck is pretty good against. Oh yes, an Aura of Silence and 4 Brave the Elements, plus a Tormod's Crypt for Delver, and an Immortal Servitude are the final cards to round out the sideboard. Don't forget to look for some modern gameplays with this deck I'll be putting up, and don't forget to follow my Twitter, which I'll have a link to down in the description, along with a link to Puka Trade, which is where I've acquired most of the cards. And I'll also put the list down there with the cost of how much the entire deck could cost in Puka points for you guys who use Puka points. And I'll also put just regular US dollars down there. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow my channel and my Twitter. And I will see you guys later. Bye.